USB has become a fundamental connector when it comes to modern-day computers. From connecting your gaming keyboard to mouse to charging up your phone with a Type-C cable, USB has made life a lot easier. But if you dig deeper, it really hasn't. USB was introduced in January of 1996 when 7 companies worked together to standardize connecting peripherals to your computer. Back in the day, I/O ports were kind of like the Wild West. The number of ports was stupendously high. Have a mouse, a PS2 connector, a keyboard, a PS2 connector, or maybe the Apple desktop bus, or maybe the DIN, a printer, here you go, parallel ports. Got the latest gamepad? That game port is what you're looking for. External storage, SCSI, hold on. I mean, what is going on? How many ports? Our computers will get filled with ports now. This is when USB came in. One port, every device. Okay, I get it. Jokes aside. The first USB version came out as USB 1.0. It could go from 1.5 Mbps all the way up to 12 Mbps. Great. A revision called the USB 1.1 came along with support for legacy-free PCs. Well, at least what Microsoft envisioned back then. However, these speeds were not enough to say charge your phone or send video signals to your monitor. This is when USB 2.0 came out in 2001. USB 2.0 pushed the transfer speeds all the way up to 480 Mbps. Smaller and more compact ports like the Mini A and B, the Micro A, the Micro B, and the Micro AB came out, which had physical pins to support power delivery and be more durable. Because the Type A connectors were extremely fragile. I still remember breaking a few of these when I was younger. USB 3.0 was introduced in 2008, and this is when the USB forum messed up. Okay, let me go slow. USB 3.0 pushed the transfer speeds from 480 Mbps of USB 2.0 all the way up to 5 Gbps. Great job! But in 2014, a revision of USB 3.0 came out called USB 3.1, and this is when things got a lot worse. The original USB 3.0 was renamed to be USB 3.0 Gen 1, and this new standard, the revised version, was named as USB 3.1 Gen 2. Now hold on, the second one is fine, USB 3.1 Gen 2, but what about the first one? We have USB 3.0 and USB 3.1 Gen 1. Who needs two names for the same thing? And this is just the tip of the iceberg, my friend. In 2017, another revision of USB 3.0 came out, and this was called the USB 3.2. But hold on, the original USB 3.0 was renamed to be USB 3.2 Gen 1 X1, while the X1 stands for the single data lane. The 2014 revision, the USB 3.1 Gen 2, was renamed to be USB 3.2 Gen 2 X1. Does that even make sense? And the newer revision, which doubled the data speeds from the 2014 revision, was called USB 3.2 Gen 2 X2, where X2 stands for the dual data lanes of the new revision. Okay, I get it. But then USB Forum renamed the original USB 3.2 to be Super Speed USB. The 2014 revision was renamed to be Super Speed USB 10 Gbps, and the latest revision from 2017 was called Super Speed USB 20 Gbps. 4 names for the original USB 3.0 5 Gbps, and I just thought kids had 4 names. Does this even make sense, USB Forum? Well, with the USB 3.2 update, all kinds of USB connectors like Type A and Type B, Mini A, Mini B were completely ditched. Now the one and only connector was USB Type-C, which were smaller, more durable, and were easier to connect. And this finally ended the era of how to connect the USB memes. Those were quite dumb. I did not like them at all. But USB has come a long way. A May 2021 update added 240 watts of power delivery via the USB PD cables. That would be enough power to run a small form factor media consumption PC. Do you know about the latest revision in the USB lineup? Well, it is called the USB 4.0, and we finally finally, after 11 long years, have a next generation USB port. Well, the USB forum was busy renaming their old standards all these years. But do you know the good news about USB 4.0? USB 4.0 supports speeds up to 40 Gbps and it uses the same dual lane tech that was used in USB 3.2 Gen 2 X2. Oh my gosh, the name. Anyways, coming back, USB 4.0 was introduced in 2019 and computers with USB 4.0 ports started rolling out by the end of 2020. USB 4.0 has almost the same spec sheet as Thunderbolt 3 and the only reason USB 4.0 exists is to allow companies to get away with the same ports without paying Intel a commission because Thunderbolt is owned by Intel and it is proprietary. However, USB 4.0 and Thunderbolt 3 or 4 ports are interchangeable. This means if a company wants to walk the extra mile, pay Intel whatever commission they demand and include a port that supports both USB 4 and Thunderbolt 3 or 4 ports, they can do that. I mean, it's a good to have. That is as far as we have gotten with USB 4.0. It still hasn't rolled out for the masses and some extremely high-end X570 boards from ASRock support USB 4.0. USB 3.0 ports are still everywhere and please don't get misled. It is very common for a customer to think that USB 3.2 Gen 1 is better than USB 3.1 Gen 2 while the reverse is actually true. And please USB forum, don't come up with a screwed up naming convention like this for USB 4.0. Okay, so that wraps this video. Don't forget to hit the like button for some algorithm juice and do check out our MSI Mac 360R review here. It was awesome.